Rolling with the triple C, I'ma make him bend the knee. Rolling with the triple C, don't really count the heat.
So did TJ Dillashaw do a disservice to all of the 135 pounders? Or did he do the right job of withholding and taking that chance to maybe, just maybe, beat Aljamain Sterling? Guys, I think, like this title shot for TJ will probably never come about. The dislocation of the shoulder may continue to keep happening. I mean, the dude's got shoulder surgery on both shoulders. Just think about it. Both shoulders have gone surgery, and now you're dislocating that stuff, which lets me know that more likely whatever it is that he's training or how he's training is completely off, or his nutrition, or there's something along the line that he needs to figure out to be able to stay healthy. It's gonna go. I believe in January, it's gonna be 4 years since his suspension. He's only fought really once, because the fight with Aljamain Sterling wasn't even a fight. I mean, he just got beat down, and I could see that. I could see his left shoulder when it popped out. But that being said, I'm going to have to say that was a shot in the foot, not just to TJ, but to all of us. That's the last time he's getting a title shot. It really is, because he's got a title shot already. Unless he goes on a 10 win. There's too many guys there that could actually beat TJ, and him withholding that information from the UFC, or him being injured into a championship fight like that, I mean, it's super serious. So for that reason, I'm about to say it's you made Aljamain look so much better than what he really is. What happened? I actually thought you were gonna win. You had me convinced watching your takedowns, the physique in your body. But there's one thing that you don't have, and that's just that tactical sense. That sense of me saying, hey, guys, why doesn't somebody else take the title shot? Let me be strong. Let me be fresh. And then let me get the winner. But you did a disservice to all of us, man. You really did. You really did. And there was a lot of smack talking going around. And for you to be injured and go into that fight and get put out like that, like that tarnishes your legacy, because now you've been knocked out by me and you've been stopped by Aljamain Sterling. You're considered to be one of the greatest bantamweights of all time, but because of your decisions of thinking your shoulder's not going to dislocate, it's different when you have things that are ripped. You can kind of fight through it, but when something comes out completely out of socket, there's really nothing you could do. There's nothing you can do but say, hey, let me fix this, let me repair this, and let me come back, and let me actually fight you with two hands. It's not just one, because you also have to respect the game. You didn't respect the game, and it's the same reason why Aljamain took your back and pretty much went to work and stopped you.
I know it's a little bit different, obviously, but before the Marlon Moraes title fight that you had, your ankle was badly injured. Yet you have the pictures to show the proof of it. You wore the foot sleeves, so the ankle sleeves during the fight. What was kind of going through your head in the lead up to that fight? And was there ever any thought there of like, hey, maybe I should just like back out because I'm putting myself at risk to potentially lose this fight because of my injury?
Well, I guess only you know. But this is where your coaches kind of play a part too. It's like I knew that when I went in there, actually with Marlon, I had a sprained ankle, and that happened on that Monday, where I'm talking about it was literally purple and black, and it didn't stop me because I still had the ability to actually walk on it, and I just had this confidence to me where I'm just like, no, even when I'm hurt, like I can still kind of deliver as long as nothing's necessarily like completely out of whack. And so going in there with the sprained ankle, and then tearing my shoulder in the last 36 seconds of round one in the fight against Marlon. You guys watch, I go southpaw, I throw the right hand, then automatically I did this. I did this because I knew something just went off, and I ended up snapping the ligament, which took part of the bone with it, and now I actually have a screw in this thing. So, look at the last 36 seconds of the Marlon Moraes fight. But that being said, I still had the ability to not show him nothing, to not show Marlon Moraes that I was hurt, not just from the leg kicks that I was taking, but also from the shoulder. You know, I still fought him, and I ended up beating him. I literally beat Marlon Moraes, man, because of my heart, my will, my desire, my ability to take pain, and actually using my resources, like hurting this guy where it really counted and where it really mattered. And that's how I was able to get the victory. But in the situation that you were in, TJ, it was just I mean, I get it, you want to fight, but now you're gonna have to go through the gauntlet, dude. Now you have to go through 4 or 5 guys before you get to the title shot again. And that's if you win. Cause yeah, you put on some good fights, but you get hit a lot. You know, you see all the beat up cartilage over here on your, on both of your eyes. But whatever, man. I just felt like he did a disservice to all of us. And I think he should have just waited. And for that reason, Aljamain Sterling thinks he's the best thing since sliced bread.
No, yeah. So just to kind of wrap it up, what do you think, TJ? Using hindsight, what do you think he kind of should have done? Just maybe backed out of the fight, and then potentially we get someone to fill in for that Aljo fight, and then once TJ does heal up, as you said, maybe he would have got a title shot right away. Versus now he's back in the pecking order.
Yeah, of course. I think, well, he could have gone that route, but I also understand his urgency of wanting to fight. The problem is now, TJ, you, not as a champion, you're not getting pay-per-view points. You see, if you would have waited in the long haul and actually invested in your career, regardless of what happened, like, you really got to pinpoint, because what if you continue to keep dislocating that right arm now? You see? Yeah, he's back at the pecking order. There's nothing else that I could say. I mean, they're probably gonna run you and Corey Sandhagen back again. They're probably gonna go you or even a Marab, against the number 3 guy, and then you guys can go at it. That's gonna be a tough fight, because that dude is he's like a rat on the Cheeto. That's all he does and knows is wrestling. And there's gonna be a lot of strength and a lot of shoulder involved, especially when you're competing. But anyhow, that being said, you're back at the pecking order. You lost your pay-per-view points. And yeah, you did tarnish your legacy. Not just through EPO, but through getting stopped because you're not patient, or you're not disciplined enough to say, okay, of counting your losses. So that's it. Those are my 2 takes on TJ Dillashaw. So thank you guys again for watching. It means a lot to me. So you guys remember, there's more breakdown, there's more technique, there's more tactics, and there's definitely more cringe. So make sure to subscribe and click on that button. I'm out!